comprehensive review of what happened over the weekend at all the venues and all of that. Let's still talk about that game a little bit and highlight a few things that happened on the football pitch. Rangers lost a penalty in that game, Toby, and eventually still got 2 goals, 2 late goals. But that's not the high point. It's the chairman of Nembe City, former chairman of the Nigerian Premier League, who doesn't like his team being cheated at all. He literally walked onto the sidelines to protest the fact that the penalty was given against his team.
Well, Nembe City is one of the private club in the league. Just 2, and you look back when you talk about the real club owners. I think Barry Bote will be one of them, because this a man that found this club from his own pocket, and he felt the decision of the referee to award that penalty to Rangers was not justified, and he invaded the pitch. In my own opinion, I think it was wrong. He should have controlled his emotion and try to complain to the fourth official and also the match commissioner rather than going into the pitch to stop the play. But I think the LMC are watching, and maybe they could just check the rule book.
But this is a beautiful move by this guy. Came in as a substitute.
Yep.
The tall guy, and provided this assist.
Provided the goal. And
goal for Rangers in
and for Nembe City in that game, they tried to held them for some 5 minutes, hoping they could just pick a point in this game, because Rangers defeated them 2-1 at Nembe City in the first leg, and they were hoping to at least pick a point from this one, and they just lost concentration at the key moment. 15 minutes to go, and they considered 2 goals. You could see the first goal, fantastic shot from our 25 years, and this solo run from that guy to got that beautiful assist. And I think Nembe should just work on that lapses and try to go into the next game with plenty of positive depay from this game.
Okay, this is the incident we're talking about. The central referee felt that there was a penalty, a case for a penalty.
Yep.
Even TV replays somehow showed that looked like the referee made a good call.
I think a lot, some certain people really need to be talked to, because when you look at the pedigree of a person of Victor,
you can see the keeper of Nembe also complaining, Shegun Hamzat.
Yep.
Complaining the players. I mean, this is a common sight in the Nigerian Premier League.
Yes, even if we are complaining, it's still well understood. You understand? But the fact that an official of a certain club, the club that
but the guy was in the box.
In the box,
clearly,
there was an handball.
There was handball.
Yes, it was a very clear penalty. So I think there was really no need for the official that talking about Victor Ramsey Baribote of Nembe City to actually come in, encroach the pitch and actually cause some disturbance during the course of the game. I think the Nigerian Nigeria Professional Football League should really look at this, because this is one area that they've been found wanting, I tell you, because oftentimes we see encroachment even on the part of most times from the officials, and at the end of the day we don't get to see punishment being meted out to those involved. So I think in the case of Victor Ramsey Baribote, even if he should know that it's the wrong move towards the wrong direction, he wasn't supposed to do that. I think he should be checked, even if not for not being checked. I think they should place a ban on him for doing what he did.
A ban is too harsh. maybe just a warning, Toby.
Yeah, maybe
just a warning. I mean, you could see everybody almost walking out of. This is what we see every time.
This is what we see every time.
It's a common sight.
It's a common sight.
But this is on live TV.
It was like
it's an embarrassment because it's on live TV.
And people watch. Like I said, sometimes we need to control our emotion, especially when we talk about football. I think Baribote failed to control his emotion.
So
he's an official. If you to Baribote in pictures complaining, it was on a PK. But sometimes, when you see things in the first sight, you need to check a replay. And the replay,
the replay showed that the reference call was a good call.
But from the first move, everyone would thought he's not going to, he's not a worthy.
It's not a worthy call. Good call.
But I think it was a good call. Maybe Baribote after checking the clip, we just write an apology to the league body. And really,
to the referee. But then I mean, you can't fault his passion for the game. You can't fault his love for his club.
And like I said, he's one of the real club owners. When you talk about people that
he's spending his own money
on the club,
so he can be.
Sometimes you might get carried away, but hopefully could just learn a little bit from this.
A little bit from this. Yeah. Okay, I think the lessons have been learned. At the end of the day, TV replay showed that the player was in the box, but I hope that we can control ourselves better so that the sanctity of the game can be preserved. But let's quickly run through the other parts of our review for you. Let's start with the results of matches played over the weekend. We had week 22 games played. across the length and the breadth of this country. And as we told you, a lot of interesting results. 9 teams playing at home won their game. 1 was abandoned. Interestingly, the only game abandoned, as you can see on your screen, was El Kanemi. Towards the end of the game,
less than 10 minutes,
they scored a goal, but the Wiki fans felt that this game will not end. We'll talk about that later. Rangers 2-0 over Nembe. You saw the pictures. Nasarawa and Enyimba settling for a draw, 1-1.
Yep.
Wiki losing at home before the game was abandoned. The game was abandoned, I think, about less than 10 minutes to the end. El Kanemi already scored, and the Wiki fans felt, no, this can't go on. 3SC and Dolphins. It ended goalless. Game was played behind closed door. Sharks needed a late goal as well to beat Kaduna United 2-1. It was a very tough game for Sharks of Port Harcourt in that one, but they were able to get all 3 points. Atland and Warri Wolves playing behind closed door, 1-0 for Atland. Bayelsa on Saturday beat league leaders Pillars 1-0. Sunshine, dramatic game in Akure. Kwara United claimed that they were harassed and beaten and all of that on Saturday, but the game still went on Sunday, and they lost on the pitch 3-1 to Sunshine, although Sunshine denied touching Kwara United. So these allegations will go on and on and on. Akwa United 2-1 over Lobi, and then ABS 1-0 over Gombe United. Top 4, Pillars still in control. Bayelsa knocking on the door. So what we had over the weekend was top of the table clash. Bayelsa and Pillars. And then Enyimba gradually coming back into the mix.
The frame,
And then Warri Wolves completing the top 4. Bottom 4, wow, this is where you don't like your team to stay, gentlemen. We have at the very bottom, Sharks swimming in dangerous waters. We have Lobi. I don't understand how Lobi got here. And then we have Wiki. They lost at home. Let's see what the NFF O&D will do, the disciplinary committee will do, because when a game is abandoned, it should be 3 points, 3 goals. But let's wait and see what they will say about this one. And then Akwa United also mixing it up at the bottom of the log. This is what it looks like at the bottom of the Globe Premier League after 22 weeks of football have been played. Our team of the week, gentlemen, I mean, easily. Do we need to argue about which team was the standout team? Although the game was abandoned, but El Kanemi Warriors of Maiduguri, they picked up all 3 points on the road in Bauchi. Bauchi is not an easy place. Toby, it's not an easy place.
It's not an easy place. And before this game, El Kanemi played 2 games. At home, they scored 5 goals, kept the goal clean, and
we can never see their game. That's the problem. We can never see their game.
Yeah, maybe they got the security advantage.
Yeah, because nobody is able to watch any game from Maiduguri.
But